Alright, Smurf. You alright, man? I'm going for the natural look at the minute, you know. Trying to get this fucking camera sorted. How's it going, everyone? We all alright? Joey, Josh, how's it going? Yeah, thick as fuck, Smurf, but not much about the hair, eh? Alright, Lucas. Gibber to join now. There he is.
Here I am. Oh,
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll turn up the
So,
volume.
what time is it over there? 12 o'clock.
It's 12. It's noon.
12.
Yeah. And it is right during the time of my wife's daycares. They're gonna have lunch and then go down for a nap. So I'm outside right now.
Yeah. Relaxing.
I'm relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's apart from just chilling out outside, what's been happening for the rest of the day?
I'll probably do a little bit of yard work or stuff around the house. Nap, maybe. I don't know. The world's my
Yeah.
oyster. Do what I want.
Well. Currently, you have no tie downs.
No.
We're all locked. We're all locked up.
I guess I can't do what I want, but there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Nothing planned too much.
Yeah.
Really. Unfortunately.
Yes, that's a shame, really. I mean, now it's coming to that time of year where we all have big plans happening, big meets
Yeah.
to attend.
It
So
is beautiful these last couple of days too. So it's making it harder not to be able to go out and meet up with the brothers or go
yeah,
somewhere. So it's making it a little harder. It's easy when
yeah,
it's been windy and rainy here, but last few days have
yeah.
been beautiful.
Well, normally where I'm from, it's normally always raining, but since lockdown happened, it couldn't have been nicer. It's just the way it goes.
Of course. Yeah. That's exactly how.
But yeah, so I mean, I should have been getting back from Amsterdam, being over across to the Europe meet,
Mm-hmm.
but sadly, nothing. Our 1 year anniversary, unfortunately, got cancelled.
Yeah,
So
our third year anniversary was canceled. So, is it third or second? Man, I can't even remember. Time means nothing. I think it's our third.
everything starts to merge into one another. So I mean, no, I mean, well, I saw the other day you posted that you were doing your fifth year anniversary of being the villain.
Yeah, that was
So
yesterday.
that's a milestone.
Yeah, 5 years in BV. That's almost 500 BV time,
I
right?
was going to say 5
Yeah,
years in BV is like dog years.
dog years. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yep.
Yeah.
And
So that's a massive achievement, that, so
it is. Yeah, it's cool seeing a lot of the other brothers that got theirs around the same time as mine because we've kept up a pretty good
yeah.
relationship. So it's always cool to see that.
That's very good. I mean, I think my 5th year is in the next couple of months, actually. So
Yeah,
I'm,
I was
I'm,
gonna
I'm
say yours should be. If you didn't already have it, I figured yours would be coming up pretty soon.
yeah, next couple of months. So as you say, dog years. So yeah, you're the scout extraordinaire. How do you
Epic
find
stuff.
the scouting in BV?
What's that again?
How do you find all the scouting in BV? The processes,
I love it.
yeah,
I think I jumped right in right when I started. I just kind of went went for it, and it was the Wild West days where you can talk to anybody from anywhere, and that's kind of how I had a lot of good relationships out there with people all over the world. And I just jumped into it, and it was something that I kind of thought this was my passion.
Yeah.
And I have to say, as much as I do miss a little bit of that part of it, reaching out to all people from all over, I do like how it is now. It's streamlined. It's
Well, that's it. There's a structure there now.
there is, and it's definitely helped with our quality over quantity situation. Yeah.
I mean, I think that was it. I think it got to a period in BV where it was just, let's just drag any old beard in, regardless of what they brought to the table.
Yeah.
Now it's definitely more of what do they bring to the table over the size of the beard.
I agree.
Which is better for the club overall.
Oh, definitely. And I'm guilty. When we first started, there was definitely a time when it was like, I see somebody or know somebody and say, hey, you have an awesome beard, you should think about this or join this, and never really thinking about
I think it was.
I never thought what this would become.
Yeah,
I did not think this would become such a big thing.
Well, that's it. I think back when I first started scouting, so you've been looking about like 3.5 years ago now. Yeah, I didn't think it would be as big as what it's become, and the monster that it. I mean, it keeps rolling, doesn't it? I mean, there's no let up. There's always people wanting to come.
Always.
So, I think when I first started, it was a free for all. You think there's another one, there's another one. Then after a couple of months down the line, you kind of thought, why have I brought these guys in?
I know. Yeah, it's like, why did I put all that energy into that? But that's how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say too much. Some of them are still here.
That's also true.
So tell us a little about your chapter over in Washington. What have you got lined up? What have you got kind of planned in the future?
Well, okay, so I'll have to show my shirt. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, Eastern Washington. We are kind of a small chapter. We have about 20 members, maybe.
Yeah.
A couple hopefuls, and Washington is split up into two chapters. So there's the west, and there's the east side, and there's some mountains that split right between us.
Yeah.
And we split because of the size of our chapter was huge. Because again, we started and just kept adding tons and tons of people.
Yeah.
And then we split, and even with the split, I'm still 3 hours away from some of my guys, so we're still spread out quite a bit.
Yeah.
On our side, so it's a little tough for us to get together for meets and charities and things like that. We do our best, and we all love each other, and we have a great vibe. But getting together has always been a challenge for us.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty much the same over in the Lakes. I mean, from myself, the nearest, apart from the lads that live round us, the next closest one will be about a 2 hour drive.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think everyone sees England as this minuscule little island, and it is, but there's a lot of derelict kind of wasteland in between cities. So
yeah,
it's like the hills have eyes out there sometimes.
I'm closer to a lot of the West Side guys than I am to a lot in my chapter, because I'm right in the middle of our state, and about an hour and 40 minutes away from some of the guys on the West Side. So, which is nice. I get to be able to visit and hang out with both sides. But
that's it. I think it's good. It's good to bounce off of like other chapters as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, I mean, we've got quite a good relationship with quite a few chapters. I mean, we work quite closely with the boys from the chapter. And it's good to bounce ideas. You know it is. Sometimes you run a
Yeah,
bit still. You run a bit still with what you're doing sometimes, and it's good to have some ideas out there that just keep it fresh, but not just for the chapters, but for yourself. I
hmm
mean, you'll be thinking about ideas, what to do for charity or what to do for a big meet, and you'll be racking your brain forever.
yeah,
Because you're speaking to these lads week in week out, they'll just drop an idea. You think, why didn't I think of that? So it's always
exactly.
pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Sorry, it's going to be noisy out here sometimes.
It's all right.
I am outside, so it's
I've
either
got my
going to
dog.
be.
I've got my dog tied under the table so it doesn't bark.
Um, we have a good relationship with Idaho and Oregon and
Yeah,
Canada, some of the BC chapters. So
yeah,
we've got a lot of good relationships and people around us, and to bounce off those ideas, it's just a matter of being able to get those ideas together.
yeah,
Last year there was a beard competition, and the amount of guys from every chapter that showed up to it, and it was in Eastern Washington, and just
yeah,
guys from all over different chapters showed up and supported it, and it was awesome to see. So we love that.
yeah. Definitely. I mean, the one thing that we don't really do a lot of over here in the UK is the beard competitions, and
Hmm.
that's something definitely that I'm going to try and be pushing
Yeah,
once all the dreaded C word is over. Uh, so yeah, definitely try to push a lot more local and county beard competitions.
it's a fun way to get some charity work in there, but also camaraderie with the brothers and people
That's
from
it.
other beard clubs. It's nice to meet them too.
Yeah, I
I've done
mean,
a couple online ones lately, and
yeah,
it's good for the charity part of it, but you definitely miss that up close kind of thing. And
yeah.
if
I mean, nothing beats that proper face to face
mm-mm.
conversation, and it's that chance of like embracing a hug and
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff, which makes all this a little bit more difficult, really.
yeah,
So
it does. So you guys don't do a lot of beer competitions there, then?
no, I mean there is nationally across the nation like a few bead competitions, but within BV we don't host our own or anything like that,
Hmm.
or it's very rare to see.
Yeah.
I know up in Scotland, them boys do it at their Edinburgh meet,
Hmm.
but apart from that, I can't really think of another one other than that within BV.
Yeah. Well, as long as you guys find a reason or a way to get together, that's what counts too.
Well, that's it. I mean,
Beer
oh
competitions, they're pretty fun. There's
yeah,
almost too many here. There's too many. There's a lot of ones that you can choose from, and can't do them all, and so that it is a little tough with all of the ones that we have here.
yeah.
But
I think, I mean, in the UK, we're pretty good at putting meets on, and the meets are generally well attended.
yeah,
I
they
think
look
that,
like it.
yeah, I think that's more to do with because we all like to drink, so more than anything else.
Yeah,
uh, but any opportunity for a bit of a knees up and a dance off, we're all there.
yeah. Well, one day I keep saying this to you guys, and I've talked to you about this for sure. I am definitely gonna have to get over there for
Well,
one of the meets
100%.
or something. This is
Well,
great. I mean, this is
yeah.
awesome, but I'm a hugger.
Well,
I still need to hug
well,
you guys.
I'm a hugger as well. So. But yeah, I mean, like I say, like I've spoke to you a lot about getting over to the States, and
Hmm.
I think that is very high up on my to do list within BV now. I mean,
Yeah.
I've done quite a lot across the years of I've been in it, but still stepping foot on US soil is
Yeah.
is that one that needs to be ticked off.
Well, we'll definitely if you wherever you go over here in the States, you will find a place to take you in, or
Yeah,
yeah,
I was talking to
that won't
Chev
be.
about the Four Corners meet. and he was selling that to us, and it sounded a really cool concept.
Yeah, that's one that I keep missing because of school, but I think this year I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take a couple of days off, but this is the year. I'm planning on
Just
going.
blame coronavirus. It's the year to blame it on.
It is.
This year we have a good excuse for everything.
Blame it on Corona. Yep. Corona made me do it.
How are we dealing with all that over there?
Oh, it's okay, I guess. Things are slowly starting to open up where I'm at. There's some small businesses are finally able to open up, but there's still a lot of restrictions. Yeah, it's slow going, but I think things are improving. Hopefully,
I think
doesn't mean that there's going to be another spike or something like that. But I feel like things are improving.
Well, I think over here, within the next couple of weeks, I think a lot of the restrictions are going to start being lifted.
Mm-hmm.
We've already been told we can start to meet in bigger groups now, and I mean, there's a lot of talks over here that this main one is our second spike, anyways.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, I was as tough as old boots, so just keep on going. I think I got struck down with everything when I was a kid, so I'm immune to everything now.
That's possible.
But
it's a weird time in our life right now.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anyone's seen anything like this before. I mean,
no.
Even just the concept of being locked down is just a weird concept.
Yeah, it is. And when the quarantine started happening, at first we definitely did lock down. Like we just stayed in our house and watched movies and like barely went anywhere outside. I mean, I went outside in our backyard and things like that, but it was strange. And
the novelty wears off quick.
It wore off. Yeah, we were like, we'll just watch a ton of movies and this is great. Day drinking, no work.
I think
and then we started having to work online and things are.
Well, I've been quite lucky. Through it all, I've just been constantly working from home, so I've had that to occupy my mind. But I think I've completed Netflix about 2 times. So,
yep. Is there a Netflix part 2? Because watched.
Well, I was looking for the code to unlock the US version of it, so I've still not found it though.
Good luck.
I'm sure someone in the comments will know how to do it. If you do, hit me up.
Yeah, I'll take a look for you. I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've watched pretty much we've gotten onto any streaming thing we can. Definitely have gained that 15 pounds or more just from being here too.
Yeah, I think I'm close to 2 stone.
Yeah, I'm starting to look like a porpoise, like just hairy dog.
I took some pictures the other day, and I swear to God, I looked like a hippopotamus. I was enormous, like absolutely enormous.
Yeah, so I was on a good roll too. I was out every day and feeling good, and then this happened, and wow, things can change fast when you're day drinking and eating comfort foods.
Yeah. John McLaughlin. Well, that's it. John is our resident vegan in our chapter. So his initiation at his first meet was to go and buy me all the meat possible. How's it going, Nando?
There you go. Actually, I don't know if that was it, or was it this one? The famous BV elbow. If you guys don't know that story, I did a post. Oh man, I don't remember how many years ago that was. 3, maybe. And for some weird reason, it got like thousands of likes and just instantly, and I don't know why. To this day, what happened, what glitch thing happened, but the picture of myself, because it was a grid thing of 2 pictures, the picture
Yeah.
of me got barely anything, and then the elbow just blew up. Oh, see, he knows, 2016. You would know, of course.
Is Nando's a one for keeping anything possible on you?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I was the same with the whole cock nose video. I mean, that was just me drunk in Amsterdam. It was Chev that
Yeah.
filmed us, and
Oh,
it just
Chev did? That's so cool.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Chev, I mean, you know Chev. Chev's always got a camera in your face
He
anyway,
does.
so
Yeah. Yes, he's a good guy.
but,
But always
yeah.
camera. You got to be ready.
Oh, you've got to be on you. It's a constant pose you've got to have around him. I like
You
to
always
give him
have
a
to
blue
be
steel.
this pose.
Just
Yeah.
It's not the right
Well,
angle for us.
I will eventually one of these times I will go over with Chev to one of those meets. I have to.
Yeah. My favourite ever one with Chev, the first time I ever met him was Amsterdam. I can't remember what year it was. 16, 17, one of the two.
It's those dog
Uh,
years. We can't remember. Can't remember shit.
and he walked out of this hotel on the Saturday morning, and he was just sick right down his beard. I was like, what? What is happening? But I told him, I said, these aren't these like Bud Lights that you'd like to drink over in America.
No, I don't. Well, I never drink that stuff, but yeah, I'd imagine going from that to what you guys drink. I don't know. I guess I have to try it myself.
we're just pigs over here. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're just pigs.
No, I've never claimed to be able to outdrink anybody. I'm lightweight, so I'm a cheap date.
I get about 3 pints in, and I just can't stop moving my feet, and I think I just sweat it out. So I drink and I sweat and I dance, and that's all I do.
Layden, I will totally bring you. You just got to get your butt out of Eastern Washington.
Man, you boys need to come over. We'll show you a good time over here.
Layden would be. That's one of our guys. He used to be my co-captain, but that dude knows how to party. He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll be able to handle it over there, but I think we should try it out.
Oh, I mean, we'll always break it in a little bit slower, but I mean, Nando's very good at just sitting back and watching with that grumpy look on his face.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I'm like the happy smiler version of him.
Yeah, I'm usually smiling or talking. I talk way more when I've had a few. Otherwise, I'm usually pretty quiet. But in dancing, I love to dance. Yeah, I just won't stop. My wife always says to other people, is like, he'll do this all night if you won't stop him. And
I am exactly the same. You can't beat the cheeky two-step.
Yeah.
The one thing I always wanted to do is to try and get Morgan dancing.
Yeah, he's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually have a story, but I won't say it here.
That shit'll get you into trouble.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's a tough one. But I always try to give him a hug too, and he's not a big hugger either. But I'll get one in. Yeah.
Oh, I've had a couple of embraces. I think it's more because he feels obligated to do it because he's over this side of the water.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You can see the awkwardness on his face, though. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
It is pretty funny, though.
He's fun. Yeah.
He's a good guy, a very good guy.
He is. He's Morgan.
I don't miss my 3 o'clock calls off him. though, like 3 o'clock in the morning before they'll go in smoking. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Even
And
when
that's
he calls me
normally,
now, it's like, oh God, what did I do? But usually
yeah,
it's
well,
talking about
I'm
just
the
what I did.
same. Well, normally I'm getting told about someone or I've done something wrong or it's always an ass kicking,
Yeah,
but it's always fun to talk to him.
it is. Yeah. We could probably talk for a long, long time if neither one of us ended it. We could talk forever.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's like with the phones. I don't think ever had a conversation that's been as shorter than an hour. So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty. You always have a good conversation with him. It's
Yeah.
always nice when you get him laughing. You know you've done something right then.
And I don't even pick up when he calls.
I mean,
I'll
Nando
have to
used to
remember
phone.
that.
Nando used to phone me when he had a chat to me, and they used to be all singing something down the phone to us, and I can't remember for the life of us what it was. So maybe you'll be able to tell us what it was.
I don't know.
That Mike, that is exactly what I say when Morgan phones us. What the hell is Joey done now?
Oh, yeah. No, it's usually what have I done? What did I miss? It's usually that. Like, what did I miss? What did I
Yeah,
say? Yeah. But that's me thinking that. Usually it's nothing. I say usually because there's been a few times.
yeah. I miss Nando. I miss my conversations with you when you're all drunk. So if any of the guys have any questions, just fire them in the comments, and we'll start answering a few questions from the guys
Yeah,
and
ask away.
girls.
I've practiced every question and every answer in the shower, so I'm ready. So go ahead. My going back to the scout thing while we're waiting for questions, my scout batch anniversary actually is coming up too.
Is
That's what's
it?
crazy. Yeah. It was random. Um, Scouts and loyals came very, very quickly
Yeah.
after I got patched. It was very strange how like things happened way back then.
Oh, yeah.
No
We're
tooth sock this time, Polly.
back then. It was weird how it just happened, but now you have an understanding of how it happens now. So
Yeah. Somewhat I missed it, but it says someone wanted to
yeah.
know.
So Smurf,
Oh yeah.
Smurf. There we go.
Um, I Our old captain from Washington had seen me tagging bearded villains, and at the time I had no idea what bearded villains even was. I was just tagging it, just because I had a weak baby beard and started tagging it. And then he had messaged me one day and said, "Hey, we have a Washington chapter, and would you like to join?" And I asked him what it's about, and he said Brotherhood and Beer, and I was in right away.
Straight in.
That's all he told me about. And
Yeah. That was it. Like me, just
yeah,
it was sold straight away when it got mentioned. Just
yeah,
a good time with a load of guys. Not in
yeah.
that way, but
Although my wife was wondering, she was like, "What kind of thing is this?" I said,
well,
"Just a
my
group of guys."
yeah,
Yeah,
my wife said the same thing. She said, "This is what we tell the kids at school not to do."
yeah,
So
yeah. But my journey it was fast. It just started out like, I mean, it felt like a long time before I actually got the official patch from when I was a hopeful.
yeah,
Um, but it once it started, it just moved quickly and things just went crazy. So
yeah,
yeah,
fun times though.
yeah, it was very good times.
Yeah, man, them times were the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Carefree.
Am I from Oregon? Well, according to Charlie, I'm Alaska too. So
Well, to be fair, you sound very similar to Chev,
interesting.
and he's from Albuquerque.
Yeah, he is. Um, yeah, I don't remember how that whole Charlie thing came up, but Charlie and I from Ghetto from Colorado, we had met a few times, and he could not remember that we actually met. So I would always like introduce himself and say, Charlie, we've met before. So that's why the whole, if you ever see us talking about me from Alaska or hi, I'm Charlie and I'm Troy, what's your name? That's why, because he can never remember. Hopefully he still remembers now, but
what else have we got here? Nando, what was the story with Giuliano and the blue lights? Maybe you should ask Giuliano about that one. All I know is that he asked me to show. He said to me, Carl, can you show me a certain area of Amsterdam? So I took him there. You have the red light district, and you have the blue light district. And I don't think. Yeah, well, the blue light district is very much the same, just with the opposite sex.
Oh, gotcha.
Chev actually came with us, and he liked it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
probably a fun place.
That camera was out, and there was no stopping him.
Rumor says you liked it.
They both did, to be fair. I was just like a tour guide.
Yeah. This person's back and forth a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you how I know about the place. It's just one of those things that you know.
That you know, yeah.
Yeah.
That is funny.
What's the best way to meet brothers from different countries? Going to the NYC and Boston at the end of the year and wanting to meet a few over there. Just hit them up.
Yeah.
Slide on into them DMs. That's honestly, what I would do.
Yeah. Like I said, when I first started scouting, it was you see a beard and you just ask them where you're from and hey, join. You can't really do that now because of the way it's run, but it's kind of that same concept. Like just reach out to people and just like if you know they're a bearded villain, reach out and just start talking to them. That's
absolutely. I mean,
if you're a patch one and you're in a chat, start talking. Don't be quiet in there. Get to know them.
Yeah.
Should be about get to know them.
I mean, if I was going to New York, I'd be sliding into the New York and New Jersey chapters page. Say, listen, I'm here on these days. Anyone available to meet up? If you are, hit up. Yeah. I know you guys over in America are very hospitable, anyways. So
you don't think we are, or we are?
No, I know you are.
I think we are. I imagine.
Yeah. I mean,
what do you think are the biggest differences? And I honestly can't speak for a lot of the European chapters to know the differences, but that's a hard question. It's a great one, but I don't know what our differences would be.
Drama, I think.
Is there more drama with you guys or us? I have my guess, but I would say maybe over there. I don't know. I'm coming from a chapter. We had our drama for sure.
I
think everybody does, but I don't know.
Yeah. We're from a little island and we pack some drama.
Yeah.
I think for me, the concept of brotherhood and all that, I think is a lot more over in the States.
Duke just said Europe doesn't give a. They don't care about rules.
To be fair, we don't care about rules until someone makes us care about rules.
No, I think he's right. I think that's the big difference from what I've seen. That's UK, not Europe.
Fuck. Nando, man, you're supposed to be on my side.
Okay, he's got it right.
For me, I don't think there's a lot of differences though in terms of how we approach things. I,
Yeah,
I think it's a hard one. See, I've never been across to the States, so
I
I
haven't
can't talk.
been to Europe.
I can't talk about it like on first hand, just from what I see. But I think the concept of brotherhood and that is a bit stronger over on the state side. I mean, you guys all get together just to have a barbecue and
Hmm.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean that does happen over here. I mean, I have guys coming up a few times, but I think the majority of things over in the the UK especially is more we meet up, we drink, we meet up and do charity. There's very little in between.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I can speak for a lot of my chapters around me. We definitely do like to meet up as much as we can.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to be a charity. We usually try. I think most of us have been pretty good about making something charitable about it. Like if it's a food drive, say we're gonna have a barbecue this
yeah,
year, bring something. So we'll try to add some kind of little charity to it. But yeah, we love a chance to get together, some kind of way to hang out. And I think a lot of the chapters in the U.S. are like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll have you know, Nando, it's been absolutely glorious weather here since lockdown started.
yeah, it's beautiful here.
I
No
think
wind
that's
today,
more
so this is a
frustrating.
good day to do this. No wind or rain.
Yeah,
Birds.
big clear blue sky. We even had the barbecue out yesterday.
We had it out a
That's
couple days
that
ago.
that's a rarity over here.
Yeah, and I had one of our chapter brothers came over and barbecued together. We had some beer. It was good. It was good to be around somebody and
Yeah, yeah,
not just not just Zoom all the time or FaceTime and things like that. It was
yeah.
good to be around somebody.
As I said, I mean, the Zoom meets have been a godsend, but
They have.
it's not the same though. It's not the same.
It's not. No, but I really do appreciate a lot of. I'm a teacher, so Zoom actually kind of extended the time that we can use it. I think for like a normal membership or subscription to it, it's I think 40 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
And
40 minutes.
me,
Yeah, yeah,
for me, it's unlimited. So I've been doing usually a Zoom meeting on Fridays and Saturdays and just inviting whoever, and they've lasted hours. Like I'm
yeah.
up, yeah, and
We
they've been
we we
fun.
do it when we do it. Like one of us has to do it, then someone else has to set up a new one, and someone else has to set up a new
Yeah,
one, and
no,
you can't you kind of get off your stroke a bit when you have to do that.
we've been lucky that I have a school account that I could use for that time, so that's good.
But even out of office business,
What's that?
even out of office business,
Yeah, yep. I don't know if I'm.
because
Who knows if it's yeah using it.
well, you've got to take every opportunity.
Yeah, we use them for our staff meetings and for meeting with our students and talking to them. Uh,
Yeah,
but it's getting to the end of our school year, and we're not seeing as many students as we'd love. But so we use it other ways too. And getting
yeah,
together with the guys is kind of helping our. I'm looking at it as like kind of a health thing. It's keeping my mind healthy and being able to talk to a lot of the guys. So I
yeah,
look at
yeah. I think it's underestimated how quick you can kind of lose yourself in your own mind in these situations.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. There's definitely times you have to like check in on yourself and check in on other brothers, just say how you're doing.
yeah,
So, and I know that I've needed it a few times during this whole thing, and
yeah.
meetings have helped for sure.
That's it. I think that from on my side, my chapter, it's we're really close knit. So if someone hasn't spoken for a day, we're straight on them straight away. Making sure they're all right, and
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think that's important. I think if you can't look after the ones closest around you, I think we're damned for the rest of the brotherhood. Like so.
Your chapter, I should say this, has been very good about promoting that as well, and
Yeah,
that's good. I see it a lot with your chapter, so that's good.
I mean, one of our brothers has a charity that's really taken off. You've probably
Hmm.
seen that knocking about unmasked mental health.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's one I was
that
thinking of.
yeah,
Garbage truck.
Logan.
Sorry, told you I'm outside, so you're gonna hear a lot of weird things.
So I heard over in the States that the garbage trucks come every day.
I think they do, but they come like for me, it's just one day of the week, but
Yeah,
they work every day. Yeah, at least here they do.
every 2 weeks over here. Every
Oh
two
wow!
weeks. We live like pigs, man.
Or we just produce a lot of garbage.
What's what's that supposed to say?
I
What
don't know,
does
some of that
being mean
news.
to you personally? What makes it? So, what does BV mean to you personally? What makes you dig deeper? For me personally,
Good question.
BV is complete brotherhood. You know, it's not. You know, I'm not gonna like see eye to eye with everybody. I mean, you
Right.
know, but that's part and parcel of a, a large group of men all congregating together. You're
Hmm.
never going to see eye to eye. The best way to deal with it, though, is come to a resolution where you can both be happy.
Hmm.
And I think that's what makes me dig a bit deeper is that you know I want everyone else to kind of benefit or have the same experiences that I've had in BV,
Yeah.
which is been on the whole extremely positive. I've got a lot out of BV. I've met a lot of close friends in BV, so I want everyone to have that experience.
Hmm. I couldn't agree more. On top of what you said, because I don't want to repeat what you've already said, but for me as well is I growing up I didn't really have I don't have brothers of my own, and my close knit family were not like a lot of my cousins or we're not that close really. And a lot of my
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
that I had in college and high school, we've kind of
Drifted.
parted, yeah, drifted. We're still friendly and we'll talk to each other, but it's not close. It's not like it used to be. And so I think I was really craving that. And so when I got that initial, hey, we have a beard club, it's beers and guys getting together and talking. I think that's why I jumped in head first. I just went, yeah, sign me up. I'll
Yeah,
do this. It sounds great. And I think that's why I was kind of missing that brotherhood part of it that I didn't really have. And I know that that's people join BV for a ton of different reasons. And I think I tell people that too, like just respect why people have joined
yeah,
because you'll last a lot longer if you can really respect and just kind of maybe they joined for a totally different reason than you did. But if you respect why they joined, then you'll last a lot longer.
100%. I think everyone wants to get something different out of EV,
Yes, I've
and
always said that. Yeah.
you've got to appreciate and understand that. And if you don't appreciate and understand that, it's going to be a long slog for you.
Garbage truck again. Same one. Yeah,
So
it's. I think that's what I needed to get out of it, and um, it might be different from somebody else's reason, but that's it.
yeah,
That's why I joined, and then other things came along with it that I didn't even know I needed, but um, it, it's BV's been for the most part very positive for me.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. What else is
So where is the Lake District? There's a there's a thing on your phone called Google,
yeah,
and if you
Google
type
app?
it in there, if you type it in there, it'll tell you where it is. But if you want me to explain, I will. So you've got the north of England, and then you've got the real north of England. and that's where the Lake District is. We're like the watches on the wall before you get to Scotland.
Ah, I had a feeling that's where you were.
Yeah, tucked away.
I
Yeah, so
imagine the lakes. That's all I
yeah,
imagine.
the real north of England.
Gotcha.
Oh no. Manchester is not the north of England. Manchester is the Midlands.
Come on, get it right, Sue.
I mean, everyone says Manchester's north, and on our BV map, it is north, but it's not north. The people from Manchester will argue that with you, but they are not northern. They don't talk like me. I talk the real north. We're all farmers and wildlings.
The wildlings.
We are, man, honestly.
I was actually telling some of my friends and some of the brothers, they said, well, good luck with this and have fun. And I said, I think just being able to understand Carl's going to be my biggest the biggest issue. I haven't had a problem yet. So
I'm a cross between, so there's Cumbrian, where I'm from is Cumbria. There's my accent, thrown in with a little bit of Geordie, a little bit of farmer, and a little bit of Scottish, all rolled into one little concoction.
gotcha.
That's why I sound like I need help.
Subtitles.
Yeah. Chef just looks at us like he kind of cranes his neck a bit and looks at us, and you can see he's really concentrated when I'm speaking to him.
I probably would be the same way with a lot of you guys. I can't. Hey, I'm like that with a lot of the guys in some of the southern states here too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the guys in Louisiana, and it's like, what are you saying?
Yeah. Yeah, Sheffield
Oh, I
is
bet,
that's
Mondo, that,
south.
yeah, drunk. I imagine it's even worse.
Oh, I mean, I struggle to speak. I struggle to speak at the best of times. So when
Yeah.
I'm drunk, it's just like a noise coming out my mouth.
You just go with it. Okay, just nod your head. Yeah.
Chef said to me, he said, when you come over, he said, honestly, I'll have to follow you around so I can translate for you. So
I am a Yankee. Oh yeah, I did have a couple issues with some of the Canadians too, just a little bit. Oh gosh, today's the day that they're gonna have just a bunch of big trucks go by. Yeah, I learned some good Canadian slang though, so that was fun.
Well, what's some Canadian slang for us?
No, Morgan, I understand great, but some of the other guys, it's a whole different thing. Morgan, I understand perfectly.
I've spoke to a few of the lads from the south, and the south, the more south you go, they get real crazy how they talk. Mm-hmm. Some of them are worse than me.
I just don't get the Eastern Washington accent. I don't have an accent. Oh, Canada.
So now I've got all the lads in the north arguing about where's north in the comments. So, and that goes for some of the lads in my chapter as well. I mean, some of them are from even a little bit further south than Manchester. Them guys are just loose, you know. Nobody wants them, so I thought I'll take them in.
I'll take them. Yeah.
What are some of these comments? Giuliano's joined us.
He's here.
But, Giuliano, we were just talking about the Blue Light District and how much you liked it. Yeah, Duncan is from Leeds, but I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from in England, nobody likes Leeds. It's like Liverpool, nobody likes Liverpool. Let's see if we can get a couple of more questions in. See what
I've never been to the red blue light district. I've never been anywhere outside of. Well, no, I've been to Canada and Mexico, but I need to get overseas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. That if you go to Amsterdam, if you ever get there, check out the blue light district. You won't be disappointed.
I'm
Chev.
sure I wouldn't be.
I mean, Chev and Chev and Giuliano, they were on a different level of excitement. Like, so,
Yeah, that's one thing, and I've definitely talked to a few guys from Europe. Is where to go. Like if I had to pick one meet to go to, because I can't go to all of them, and so I've got a lot of different opinions on that.
yeah.
Of which one I would go to.
So you must have one that's quite high up on the priorities that you would kind of like to go to.
Yeah, I mean but again, I also want to travel to Ireland and Scotland and the UK. So if I'm there, I might as well go during a meet. One of those.
Yeah, absolutely. Scotland is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Really got some real nice castles and all that. You know, you like. And then if you go to Ireland, the Irish boys, I mean, they love to drink the Guinness, so you'll be all right over there with them. Just don't get naked with them.
That might happen. It's happened here in Washington, unfortunately. Hits, yeah, let's go. Let's go together. Yeah, I have some Scottish and Irish roots in my heritage, I guess, however you want to say that. But yeah, so that's always been two places I wanted to go to.
Yeah, man. Scotland, I would definitely recommend it. And the boys up in Scotland are really good lads as well, so they'll look after you when you're up there as well.
Yeah.
So, but them boys get wild. They get even more wild than the UK, like the English lads. So,
I've set myself up for that. I've kind of I know that already.
Yeah.
And again, like I'm not even going to try to keep up. Yeah.
I mean, don't get it wrong. There's some English guys that, I mean, they'll have one pint and that's it. It's game over for them.
Yeah.
I mean, if I smell tequila, I'm done. I'm done.
You can't smell it. That's the mistake. Don't try to smell it. Just take it.
No. Even thinking about it is making us feel sick.
Yeah, tequila is like that for me too.
Yeah.
But if I get a whiff of it, a smell at all of it, no. I've had some bad tequila experiences, but when tequila is good, tequila is good. And I have a pretty good time.
I mean, there's an interesting story about. So me and Steve, Beading Shredder, we were in Jamaica last year. Now we can drink. We asked them, right, we said, if you can get us drunk, we'll give you $20 each. After one drink, I don't remember the rest of the day. I remember getting back to the room and the wife going absolutely mental with us.
Yeah.
Just shouting. Then the security turned up. I don't know what went down. But we had to pay up.
Maybe it's good you don't.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to.
Yeah. Just be glad Chev wasn't around to take pictures of the whole thing.
The funny thing is, Steve's just like him as well, though. He had the GoPro going, but I think he lost his GoPro, so there'll be someone in Jamaica laughing at it now.
Yeah.
But if you come over, I'll get you on the Jaeger train.
I like Jaeger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that all night.
All right. You're a good reason to do Jaeger.
Yeah.
Usually I'm good for a couple shots, but I can do that.
I'll come with a translator for you when I get drunk.
Okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll start speaking like you guys by then.
Oh, nobody would ever want you to do that, mate. Right, so I think we're getting close to the hour, so IG Live will start kicking us off soon. So I will say thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You for the invite. This was awesome. Thank you.
And this has been a long time coming.
This has. And hopefully soon it's in person. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, thanks very much for jumping on, and we'll speak soon.
All right. Thank you for doing this. Keep it up. It's awesome.
Thanks very much, mate.
All right.
Yeah. Bye now.
Bye.
Thanks everyone for tuning in, and if you haven't already, head over to the Lake District IG page and make sure you enter the competition. Chance to win a free hoodie in your size and colour. Don't miss out on that. Everyone likes free things. Take it easy, boys. Much love.